Hi, my name is Ryan Cooney. When you use Geocortex Workflow to add a geometry to the map, there are activities that allow you to control the symbology of that geometry. Today, I'm going to show you how you can use the Arcgis symbol playground to quickly and easily create symbols so you can get those geometries looking exactly the way you want. Let's have a look. To get started, we're going to need a workflow that can add geometries to the map. If you've got one, that's great, but if not, you can go to File, New, and there's a sample here called Add Graphics to Map 2 that's going to let us do that. So this is available in the product, and what this workflow does is it presents a form. In this case, with a geometry picker, it's going to select a point. We then create a symbol from a JSON definition of a symbol. We create a feature out of the geometry that we've captured from the user and that symbol, and finally we add it to the map. And if we were to take a look at this in the sandbox, just to understand how it's going to work, when we run this workflow, add my shape, click my point on the map, and submit. And we can see here that it adds a little picture marker symbol, which in this case is a little JavaScript icon. Okay, so if we want to change the symbol here, what we're going to do is we're going to change this symbol from JSON activity, and we're going to change its definition. So we can see here that there's just this JSON definition that happens to be providing a URL and some sizes, and things like that. So the question is, how do we come up with these simple definitions in JSON? And is there a tool that can help us do that? And of course there is. First hit on Google for Arcgis symbol playground will get you there. And this has a live application that we can work with. And what this application is going to do is it's going to present some options for creating the various types of symbols that are possible. So since we're dealing with points at the moment, marker symbols are what we need. And if I pick the simple marker symbol, you can see I have some tools here that allow me to modify this particular symbol right here, the circle. So I can make it a square, I can rotate it, I can make it bigger, and I can change what it looks like. So let's make it kind of red, and let me modify the outline. All right, so red symbol with a blue outline. Once we've got it looking the way that we would like, we go down to the bottom here where it tells us the definition. So by default, it's describing the JavaScript syntax you would need to create this. We actually just want the JSON definition, which is very close, but a little different format. So if we click this little JSON button here, we can grab the whole definition of that symbol, hit Control-C to copy it, go back to our workflow, and we'll just overwrite everything that we had there. Hit OK. Now we can go back to the sandbox, run it again, draw another point, submit, and there's that symbol as we've defined it. Okay, that's great for point symbols. If we want to do something maybe a little more interesting, we could do a polygon. And if we go back to this display form, in this particular workflow, I can just change this to capture a polygon. And now, since a polygon is a different kind of feature, we need a different kind of symbol. So we're going to need to change this from a simple marker symbol to something that's going to support polygons. So if I go back to the playground and just hit back, I can now select a fill symbol type. So that's what polygons use, either the simple or the picture one. I'm going to select simple, and we can come up with a different scheme here. So let's go with a green symbol and change the outline here. Let's give it a dashed outline and make that blue. Again, once we've got it looking the way we want, we select JSON, copy that content, back to this activity and overwrite the symbol definition. And then we can run it in the sandbox again. This time we'll be drawing a polygon and submit, and there we have it. That's our symbol. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show today. Just a simple way to customize the symbology that you're using for your geometries when you're adding a geometry to the map as part of a workflow. So have a look at the Arcgis symbol playground.